Oh, not yet. Too many sounds coming. Always something that I blame a cat who's not even real. Got to check to see if this thing is connecting. Facebook online, YouTube online, Twitch. Dot dot dot. Excuse me, that means it's sending data. Close that. Here. Range. Use in range. Everything in range. This here. I turn this on. CTK, what are you doing today? All right. Time's it. Oh, it should have already started. This. And let's assume I remembered to put everything where it goes. Oh man, made a bunch of changes. Let's see what happens. Camera one. Hey! Forgot to rebuffer, but it looks like it rebuffered on its own. And that's something I forgot. If I do the you forgot to change one more setting. You already started, then you're like, hey, where's the thing in the corner where it shows what we're drawing? But you were like, oh, I made a new screen, so that screen is not on the screen anymore. And now you're just like, oh no, when do I do it? When do I fix it? I can't surely do it during the intro unless I use the studio mode that Streamlabs OBS has and is super effective and wonderful. Okay, calm down. Let me move your chair. Scooch it under your bum. Here you go. That's fine. And you're correct. Thanks for that Streamlabs OBS commercial. Yeah, I'll fix that. We're gonna do something different today, slightly because it's too hot to just draw. So we're gonna do something more complicated that requires more programs, and that should be fun. Is it going to involve cats? Is it going to involve adorable little cats like me? Is it a me project? Yes, it will involve a cat. And stay tuned. After the intro, this is not a good cold open. You can't introduce the intro during the cold open. You just doesn't make any sense at all. Meow, 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 meow. Don't you start judging me, Ripley. Don't you start judging me at all.
Tell your friends,
Tell your friends,
and tell your hot mom.
Hot mom.
There's no such thing as grownups.com.
That's a website you can go to. For real. Hey! Alright, real quick. Let's just do this. Let's do this old game for now, and then we'll switch over later when we get into the other cameras and whatnot. So I'm gonna click on Window Capture. I'm not doing it in studio mode, obviously. That was a lie. And there we go. Go. I feel like the buffering's a bit off. Anyway, hey Space Goonie, CTK, Patty Prue 101 and Amanda the cookie. That's galleta in Spanish. That's what I know. Was our friend who loved to go to Spain? Go to Spain? No, idiot. Our friend who went to Mexico, who was all about, Spanish is cool. Here's a word I learned. From now on, I will call you galleta. Or what actually happened. Click. What? Galleta means cookie. From now on, that's what you call me. That's what you call me. That's who you call me. Because Amanda's scary and crazy. She'll kill you. She'll kill you. Don't upset her. Said too much. Milo, you're too low. You're too low. I don't like it. Don't move that. Milo, select. Milo, no, deselect. Why can't I? What am I moving right now? Okay, this can go away. Delete. Each bunch of stuff. So, of course, only realizing it once it's going. There we go. Milo, scroll up. There you go. You're sitting on my chair. Oh, you're unbelievable. Over this camera? Oh, you're hanging off the edge like a maniac, guy. There you go. There you go. You little smiggins. That's not a word. Okay. Oh, yes. And that was the other name that we will not say on here after watching Jay and Silent Bob Striking Back, which the reboot, so fantastic. If you like those movies, if you don't, odds are you'll hate it more than any movie you've ever seen. But if you're one like when I watched Rocko's Modern Life on Netflix, the reboot, I was like, I'm gonna hate this, and we already talked about that. And once I get going, I'm like, oh my god, there's that guy, there's that. Like, it just flood of just pure nostalgia-based adrenaline. It's just like, I want this never to stop. And the Jay and Silent reboot movie is exactly the same. And yeah, that's how I'm recommending that movie. So I'm not gonna draw anything right now. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. I'm gonna do some importing of some files, and then we'll talk about all the notes that I got over here. Because I just made notes of things that were happening in the world. I haven't gone out and interacted with people in a while, really. I don't know. I'm done with that. I have no idea. The world is too confusing now, and I know we're not in America, and technically, Canada-wise, we're in the safest, best bubble available. But still, I'm just like, I don't know. So one of those years that you're like, no thanks. I'll just be in here, doing my best not to ruin the world. It feels like you shouldn't have to try that hard, but I don't know. I try actively sometimes. Oh my god, my face just reset. Seriously, why did that keep happening? Yeah, just try to cause some chaos. Why so serious and whatnot? Perhaps I have some scars under here that I could ask you about, but you'll never know because they're like Schrodinger scars, because they're hidden. So there is scars, then there isn't scars at any given time, as is the law of Schrodinger. I can't remember the actual scientific law, but I'm sure Patrick is rolling in his brain, going, "It's the law of probability." But I don't think that's it. Either way, do you want to ask me about these scars? I mean, whether or not they're here. I could do a good 5 minutes on these scars. Seriously. No, nobody wants that. Oh, no. Right camera. Nobody wants that. So yeah, let's go grab some files. One. Earlier today, maybe it was yesterday, going through my Instagram, which brings me, I'd like to say nothing but happiness, but they added Reels, and it's like, oh, cool. TikTok was the thing that was flooding my feed that I didn't enjoy, and now you're like, oh, we made our own and we called it Reels, and still don't understand what they are. I still don't understand what they are. A lot of people putting a towel on their head going, I'm the girlfriend or mom. Oh, I'm the boyfriend or dad. No, I'm the girlfriend. That was funny, because we're 12. Also, I'm a TikTok now. I just TikToked. Oh, sweet heavenly death. No, no, that is the opposite of TikToking. That is tick shock, and it should be taken down. You're the reason. You're the reason that Mr. Trump is like, we gotta shut down TikTok because it's out of control. Also, more words because the button didn't. Hey, there we go. No, he's trying to shut it down because it's all of the young people he's taking advantage of. But we're all too Danny Glover for this. We're all too Danny Glover. Let's save it to the desktop. And let's just call it cat. Actually, in here. Call it Bill or cat. Save. And then need my mouse. Need something to put my mouse on. And then we're gonna roll around awkwardly. Try to find. Is this it? I think this is it. Looks like it's it. Importing. There we go. So like I was saying, rolling around Instagrams, and as I follow Bill and Ted but cats every once in a while. Also, I think this was just from Avocado Shakes' Instagram. There's just sometimes some pictures of that cat where I'm like, I really just want to animate that. I want to do something with that. There's just, I don't know, something about this cat. So, no idea what she does for a living, but camera. But she sits at a desk in the corner of this room here, and sometimes one of the two cats comes and just sits and judges her, I guess, because that's what cats do. They're jerks. All right, so this is Ted, I guess. I can't tell the difference, and I never will. Not because I couldn't learn, because I will never take the time to do so. That's just what I'm gonna do. So, that's adorable. That's a little. Need more backgrounds. We can 69 this, but I don't want to do a whole lot of work. Don't want to do a whole lot of work. So if I sure, let's do a little bit of work. Okay, I'm gonna control click here. I'm gonna go edit in Photoshoppings. Now I can see the Photoshoppings is open up, but you cannot. So to rectify that situation, I said, excuse me, Roboto Domo arigato. You could not be a jerk, sir. So we're gonna Photoshop this guy up a little bit. In the middle of the night, I take pictures of your cat, and then I do some weird things. But no, not like that. Maybe give him a little mouth, and then a weird little voice. 'Cause they're crazy surfer boys. Magnet work on this? Will the magnet work? I'm gonna copy it just in case. Yeah, magnet tool, calm down. Alright. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys can't see what I'm doing. That means we have to go to this screen. There we go. Now you can see I'm doing something. So, magnet tool. Learned about it in animation school. Didn't use it because I didn't use Photoshop. I just animated in 3D and on paper till I stopped. Take. You know what? Let's take this whole wall. And lasso a little bit more. He does not look happy at all. Yeah, the one tough customer. That's the only kind of customer days. Oh, excuse me. Just for my own edification, if I could ask a quick question. I'm sitting right over here. I know I say this all the time, like all the time, but seriously, like this time, I'm sitting wicked right here, and you're straight up replacing me with another cat. I mean, like, what are your plans? What are your plans? Intentions? Do you have intentions? And I would like to know them right now, sir. Yes. Um, you're a pretty bad office assistant, but sometimes you need an even worse office assistant, so you steal one. So you steal one. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I'll put him over here where Trump was, and see how that works out. So oh, I don't use Photoshop very often at all. Lasso, correct. Add and add. So aside from my notes, um, the every cat's imaginary, I think. Um, finally, finally got the book. Oh my god, I wasn't on the right camera still. I'm just sitting here looking down, and that's insane. Tablet screen. So I've just been over here, and you can't really see the tools anyway. I don't think. Meticulously making a selection that you can barely see, and then wrong. I'm gonna delete stuff. So yeah, I did it again. What's going on? How do I keep accidentally changing camera? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm doing that by accident. Um, yeah, so I finally got it into the store, and last time we dealt with that story of like, hey, do you want to use Preview Big or not Preview Big? You could only use Preview Big. Like, fine. Oh my god. It's not crazy expensive. But then at work, I was like, hey guys, oops, I made a little book. Here's the link. Do with it as you will. And then Corbin was like, oh, they won't ship to me. And I'm like, what? Why not? That's crazy. It should go to everywhere, at least in Canada and the United States from this thing. But I'm still doing what I can to get it selling on Amazon because I know that's easier for people and whatnot. Um, but it will be more expensive, and I'll make less money than if you use the current link. Um, uh, so I went through that, and then when Corbin is like, it doesn't work for me. I'm like, what? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Milo, you're still way off. Why? Did I now finish fixing you? Milo. Slightly. Oh yeah, this is that camera. That's what. Anyway, so I went in and was like, all right, well, let's figure out why it didn't go to Amazon anyway. Like, what am I missing here? What did I do wrong? Um, so it turns out what I did wrong. Ear hair, not jumping off this ear hair. Athu? Nope. Then it was like, oh no, like you can't use the premium ink and then have it sell all over the world at all these other booksellers. Like, what the what? What? So just messing around, and all the whole time thinking the book is now suddenly in limbo because I'm like editing it. So now like some people are actually ordering it, and I'm just like, I don't know, I've just ruined everything. But the book is still there. I haven't actually saved over that, so I just have this new version, kind of in draft mode. So when I get the proof of that, then I can approve it, and it will go to Amazon and all the other places. But yeah, why everybody do you gotta Avril Lavigne everything? Uh, make them so complicated. That is. So, copy, paste. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Now, I'm gonna straighten this wall. No, let's get rid of polygon tool. A little bit of erasing. Little brush. Photoshopping. So that made me crazy. I'm like literally like um tit. Photoshop file. Hey, so like on Saturday morning. Oh my god, yes, maximum compatibility. Like Saturday morning, I was like, all right, I just need to do a few little fixes to it, re-upload a PDF, and that's it. And like total time, maybe 20, maybe 40 minutes this is gonna take me, but it's within the computer system over the internet, so maybe, just maybe. Oh yeah, I'll I'll heel brush over your desktop a little bit. So I'm like, all right, I also need to get groceries. So if I start this now, I'm just not gonna eat ever again. So I'll go get groceries first. I'll do a few other things, which I already forgot what those were, and then I'll sit down and do this. The same thing, like started at Saturday. Sometimes around Sunday, I was like, okay, I think this is ready. Made a link because the links were way too small, so I went to the tiny URL. And I'm like, I don't trust this for some reason, and I don't know why, but I don't. So I sent the link over to Space Goonie and was like, hey, click on this. Does it take you anywhere? And she was like, yep. I'm like, perfect. That's all I needed to hear. Then when I was like, now I will make some links and posts. There. All your secrets are safe now. I mean, they were still on the screen, but close enough, right? Can we zoom out? Zoom out. Now I'm gonna hit save. Image canvas size. So it's on the wrong screen. Do. With 1280. No. Yes. There. There. Then we just need a background room of some kind. And I guess I can put them on my desk, but that's too cluttered. I didn't take any pictures. Moxie Fox jamming with the crazy faces. So I guess I'll go to the internet. I'll go to the internet real quick and just steal some free stock photos. Internet. I'm allowed to show any of my work addresses and whatnot. Free stock photos. Don't remember the name of the place. Pexels. I'll just type in room. But anyway, in the end of it all, the book exists in several different ways, and today Corbin was like, "Oh hey, like turns out I was putting my address in wrong, and that's why it was refusing to ship for me. So now my address is in right, and I've ordered it, so the book is on the way. And this is a version of it, physically in my hand, oh, with all those sweet, sweet pages. Now, I don't know if you can see. I know that I can't because there's a thing in the way. Can't seem to get. Oh, my pen is in the way. Oh my god. Ugh. So yeah, I don't know if you can see. No, not really. But there's a big old crease through, like, I don't know, the good first 10, 15 pages. Because the mail person was just like, I can get this in this little box. Like, yeah, if you really knew what was inside, then you actually could have folded around it and perfectly fit it inside the mailbox, but you didn't know. You didn't know. So, of course, you're going to crease it. It's just a. It's just a proof anyway. So the it's already changed. There is some stuff in it that I'm like, well, this isn't good enough, and now I'm using it as a mouse thing. So real quick. Find. Some random room background. See what I can do with this. Hello? What did I do? Are you sure? No? Come on over to the right screen. Are you sure you want to convert these colors? Whatever, who cares? Oh my god. Ah, Photoshop. I did it! Thanks, CTK. I'll do it. So I did that, and the weird thing is, like still feeling like, after the weekend, like even at the end of the day Saturday, I did a bunch of stuff to the book, still uploaded and I'm just like, oh, like I still didn't really do anything today, even though I'd gotten up. I think I did some kind of cleaning. Can't remember which, just some dusting, put some things away because I thought a plumber or a repairman might be showing up, but he did not. And Then I went and got groceries, which was like, it's too hot for this. Got home, like, just sweating and dying. And then still was like, nope, still doing this book. Did the book thing. I made something else. I think I did some drawing or whatever, but still have that weird feeling where it's just like, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't do anything. And have to, like, still stop and do, like, some kind of, like, if I don't have a checklist where I can go, oh yeah, those 19 things I did today, they count as doing things, then I keep forgetting. So it's, life is really all about having some kind of checklist, so like, I've accomplished something today, and you can feel like you've done something. Because used to this screen. Weird. That's filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Um, yeah, we gotta make a foreground there. Oh my god. Okay, this is so infuriating. Um, I keep clicking on stuff, and then the dialogue box, the pop up window, keeps popping up on my other screen. So I'm just like, well, what's going on? Why aren't the things doing the things? Um, so yeah, like even yesterday and today, I did some other things. I converted my Anxieties and Happy Little Trees poetry book for the same reason, to have that so I can just sell it online. I'm getting everything to sell online because having it shipped to me, reshipping again, makes the books too expensive because I'm paying shipping twice, and I pass the cost on to you. This way, it'll be the cheapest possible, and everything's fine, and the websites have a better payment system, so I actually get the money now instead of, hey, did you guys? No, until you make a lot of money, we don't give you the money. That sounds great for you. It sure is. We're just over here racking up all kinds of, I want to say insurance, but interest is the word. Hey, Matt. Too hot today. Hot yesterday. Got blisters on my fingers. Um, but anyway, that's mostly what I did. I did a bunch of things. Oh, I did take some time. Also forgot. That was the other thing I did. I was like, I made something Saturday. All the stuff on the screen here and that little shine on this little box. So hopefully my screens don't do that thing where they flicker with and show the background because I have overlays instead of underlays, which I really should be doing. Like, again, this is my job. How I can tout Streamlabs OBS as the best streaming service and software and everything else is because I work there, so I see everything that they're doing all the time. But I make these overlays. That's what I do. Some of my favorite people, at least one of my favorite comedians in the world, that's what I was doing today. I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk about this stuff. I'll wait till after I've done it to be like, yeah, I did this. Um, but this producer guy, I guess I could say him, maybe not. But he does some streams, and he asked for some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, whoever this guy is, I don't know. And until I go to their site, and it's just like, oh, I'm the producer for Beyonce and Jay-Z and Kanye and Future and DJ Khaled, I think. But it's just like, oh, those are like the biggest people in the world. You're a huge deal. So I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I've got to do a few more things for him. But it is not Dice. You know that Dice is nobody's favorite. But yeah, so today I was making some stuff for this guy who I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe it was like next on the list when I needed something. No idea if he'll like what I did, but I'm still just like, either way, that was awesome. Um, by association, I don't know. That's how we enjoy things in the world. What was I doing? Let's go. But yeah, I don't. It's not Jeff Dunham. Oh God, no. Then I would be like, hey, a guy who comedically ruins my life just by existing. I have to do artwork for him this week, and I hate it, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm still having a great time because I still usually do. There's only been a few people that I'm just like, oh, you're awful, and you're the bane of my existence. Here's a bunch of really nice artwork. Oh, you're just gonna disappear and not use it anyway? Cool. That makes it better for me to hate you because now you're not connected to us. Because turns out you're a jerk who doesn't like people helping you in your life, and you're just a jerk. But most other people are just like, you're the greatest. Like, look at you, you're doing it. You're just in a room somewhere playing games or making music or doing whatever, just exercising, and it's none of the blue collar guys. It's he's actually I don't even know if he does any stand up or the last time he did stand up comedy. He's mostly in TV shows, creating TV shows, writing TV shows, and podcasts. He's in a lot of podcasts that he's created. Larry the Dunham guy. He's got some denim. What was I just gonna do? Clone brush? Why not? Why not? Because it's weak. Because it's weak. Because it's weak. Mel Brooks! Is Mel Brooks still alive? Is Mel Brooks still alive? He's still alive, right? No, no, I don't think he's alive. Seriously? Mel Brooks will never die. Will never die ever, 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 ever. Unless, of course, he's dead. Ripley, you want to Google that up real quick? Meow, 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 meow. Ooh, all right, thanks. Fun facts from Ripley. Now we all know the truth, and no one's half the battle. Carl Ryder, Pete Holmes. I want to say Pete Holmes is a closer guess. I'm not gonna say yes anyway. Not again. Not that it matters. I don't think. I don't know. I sign a lot of things. I sign a lot of things. Whew, he's still alive. Ooh, Kumail. Yeah, no, he would probably. He's too busy being a giant movie star now. But he's a big enough computer nerd that he'll do all that stuff himself. I think. All right, lasso tool again. Regular lasso tool. Come on now. Grab some cable. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. So I forget why I started saying all of that stuff. Because my job is cool? Was I just bragging about my job? Probably just bragging about my job. My job is cool. Um, but making stuff for community. Man, I think I'm just talking about making things for myself and the screen stuff. Ah, that's what it was. Feeling unproductive in life because this is no such thing as grown-ups, and we're all just trying to feel like grown-ups, right? All of us grown-ups, and that's where the problem lies. Is that most people are faking this grown-up life that they've seen on TV or their parents or whatever. And realistically, if you're basing your life on what parents did and those people based their life on what their parents did, and then so on and so forth, then a big chunk of your motive, your modus operandi, your family, your values, there we go, are based in like the 20s and 30s. It's just that simple. If we take 5 minutes and look back, those were a terrible time when people were not good at making decisions at all. I should go into my notes instead of that stuff. So yeah, there's like adults, and we can still be our whatever these arrested development people, but following the things we want to do, i.e., having Mr. Dress Up Adventures instead of whatever, having a bunch of kids or such and such a whatever lives, blah blah blah. Cannot find. Uh, it's like just in a slightly different place than the other buttons. So making a little bit of table. No, I didn't select anything, did I? Fine. Copy. Go to the right one. There we go. A little bit of disc, a little bit of disc. Making a mess with a little bit of disc. Snacks. Ah, they saved every one of us. Ooh. Now, a few times I Photoshop stuff around like this. It would take a bunch of time. Match these up, but instead I'm just going to merge them. Oh, and this one too. Merge them. Yeah, in my list of things on Saturday and Sunday where I'm like, I didn't do anything. One of them was like, oh yeah, I made a bunch of extra stuff for this channel, updated a bunch of things. Also, the microphone might sound a little better today. I'm not sure. I accidentally stumbled upon a video of like, hey, you want to make your audio sound better with Streamlabs? Then just use this filter. And I was like, oh, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't I have looked this up or tried something like this before? So in theory, I didn't double check it. But I turned up the fan this week, and I think that you can hear it less than when the fan was turned down last week. But I don't know. Yes, Pat. Obviously, you're a wizard. You know everything. Tune into Pat's streams. Pat Prowse 101. He's doing all kinds of space missions and civilizations, and he knows all the things. He does research about everything, whereas I just do the thing, and then I'm like, this isn't working out so great. Oh, maybe 3 months later, some research will help out. Tobias Funke in his jean shorts. He's in the shower and they're still on sports. 'Cause he's a never nude. What can you say? You'll never see his wiener. Not even on his birthday suit day. That's still research. That's still R's and D's. There's a bunch of table. I'm gonna make it semi-invis. Semi-vis. I can grab my magic eraser again. Make it a little bigger, make it a little bigger. A little feathered eraser, a little bigger. I'm just gonna erase some of these edges. Theory, my new fake table will blend in. Oh, with the old table. Look at that. Where did that table come from? Huh? Did you take a picture of it and send it to me, Avocado Shake? You did not. You did not. You didn't even try. You didn't even try. Did I ask? No. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. But will it help? Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Uh-oh, it's magic. You know, with that shop that's photo. Now the rest of this, I don't know what to do with. I should have just went all table, leave those horses in the background. Cats. Really making this more work for myself than I needed to. Man. I think there was something in the real world that I had thought about or had something to say about, but I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down. So let's go to my notes. Oh, this was from last week. Speaking of TikToking, before Instagram changed over to Reels, one of the last TikToks that showed up, or it was a stream of, not a stream, but like a, day after day of like, this is what TikTok is all about now, guys. And there was one specifically, well, a bunch that are all like, hey, we're young and we're cool. Here's our dance. Don't be a fool. I don't know what they're saying. I never turn the audio on. I'm just scrolling past, but they'll have some text above that's just like, actually, Mr. Trump is the best because of this thing. And also, do you know how he actually saved the economy? And you know how he actually saved all the people's lives? And our country is actually healthier than other people. So what people are saying is lies. And just so many of those, a lot of them in MAGA hats, where I'm just like, how? How can you be a young person and be this crazy? Because your parents are living in the 30s. Huh? Old ideals are no ideals. Storm streams. Whoa. Didn't change that sound effect, obviously. It still goes weird. Hey, storm streams. I lost my train of thought. I was definitely going to rhyme something there. Storm streams, he's in your dreams, maybe in the back of your car. Get out of here, storm. Hey, what? Seriously, what's going on over here? Can you get back to whatever you were saying? You completely fallen off track. About like 6 times now. Like 6 times. You're out of control. That's correct. So, the last one of those before Reels took over was I don't know, a little hero, let's say. It was like one TikTok kid and another TikTok kid. So the one would have the text above them like, "Hey, Trump facts that are great about him," and the other person on the other side just being like, "Well, here's my dance. Here's the real facts. This person's whack." And just like laying out real things or whatever, and it's just like, all right, I guess somebody is fighting back. This is all insane, but still, I'm like, what is TikTok? Ah, maybe it should just be like, if it was just dancing, it's fine, but it's like dancing with political text is weird. Of course, I'm hanging out with imaginary cats and talking about it, so we're all broken and weird. I wonder, just for fun, I'm just gonna see how far I can stretch this. Let's break this. Not at all is the answer. Ugh, those whiskers are ruining my life. Head. Ugh. You're lucky I don't know the whole name, and you can't see what I'm doing anyway, cause wrong camera. uh, you know what? I was just gonna say that Pat was like, let's resort to the magic wand. It's both great and terrible, so many ways. But we're gonna magic wand it. We're gonna see magic wand. You're like a butterfly in the sky. Deselect this guy. Whoa. What are you selecting? Ah, you're on the wrong layer. Hard to see. I can't delete anything. You're not my friend still. You're just a pixel. That's a mighty fine horse right there. I would not look that horse in the mouth at all. Okay. Crazy news. News was a little bit wicked crazy. Yesterday, I think this was. I don't think it was this morning. Um, but there's bad news, and this was like, this is at least still silly. I don't know. I don't think. But keeping it slightly less political, although I'm sure it was a fight over masks or something. Um, I keep all my sweat loss in a bucket by the bed. In Ontario, at an Ontario beach, two dudes showed up with like just their shorts on and a chainsaw each. Hey, hey, let's take our chainsaws to the beach and rev them. That won't scare everybody. Do we have blood on us? We sure do. This is going to be a great idea. So you better believe I had to click on that and read more. So apparently there was a fight earlier in the day, a little bit earlier, and these dudes were like, "Oh, somebody hit me," and I do not condone that. And something happened. There we go. And so they went back. Everybody was on drugs, I'm sure, just straight up to the regular beach where people were who didn't know these guys were just in a fight. And they were like, "Rah! Who hit me? Who hit me?" And threatening people and whatnot. And yeah, it was just like, that's what? I'm sorry. What? What is up with everybody? Like, and I guess the real thing that concerns me is not the fact that it's like, oh, everybody's going crazy now. And it's like, nope. I'm just looking more slash everything is just funneling in faster than it used to, because yeah, all this stuff has been going on forever. Excuse me, I don't even want to talk about the trafficking and how all of those children, like so many lost children were found. Or it was like, there was like 150, 250 like lost that were just lost? What? How was what? So the world's bananas. The world's bananas. So thankfully, in the saddest of conditions, there's two delightful chainsaw maniacs to brighten up the horror with some, I don't know, Voorhees-esque horror. I know that's more the Chainsaw Massacre guy. I can't remember his name. Leatherface, some Leatherface-ish endeavors. Just mad about the heat. Ha! Mad about this heat, baby. Rev chainsaws, what? 'Cause it's super hot, yeah. Going to the beach, gonna cut off your ear. Something about the final frontier. Hey, mad about this heat. Oh, can't find the camera. What? Tablet screen. There we go. So, that was fun. Oh, I don't want to jump to the horrible stuff. I don't want to jump to the horrible stuff. Let's get out of the way. Get out of the way real quick. So, horrible thing that I watched part of today. That's just like, again, this is why more money needs to go into education, and police need to be less militarized and more social. I want to say not social investigators, social service type people, and counseling backgrounds, so that it is like, yep, counselors go, and maybe the guy with the gun hangs back in the car till the, yep, come in and kill everyone. But until then, hey, let me talk to some people instead of, going nuts. So the thing I read today that was horrific and sad was a couple of teens in LA, Los Angeles. And they, oops, deselect. Ah, why do you keep jumping to the wrong layer? They're at a bus stop, I believe. And while at the bus stop, a homeless man came at them with a knife. So a witness from further back called the police, like, oh my god, some teens are being attacked by a man with a knife. Come and save them, police. All the police show up. Like, a bunch of police cars show up. They pull out automatic, rifle, adjust their sights, train it on the children. Another guy, handgun. Everybody's got their fingers on the triggers, pointing them at the children. One of the children they take off to the side, and as the guy is handcuffing him, he's got a gun inches from the back of his head. All of the people around the area are just screaming, "No, no, those are just children. Those are the children we called you to save. Save those children. Stop it. You're only doing this because they're black. You're only doing this. Stop." And the police were just like yelling at the people, like, get away from me, get away, get out of here, like, just get away, get out of here. And they're just like, this is not why you are here. Like, we called you to help these people, and they were just throwing them all in cuffs and just pointing guns at them the whole time. Terrifying. And again, like, if anybody still doesn't know, and I'm sure everybody who's watching this is like, yeah, we get it. Um, like, that is the problem that everybody's trying to fight against. It's not that, again, police are the worst things in the world. It's there's a bunch of them that are like, we don't care what you called for. We're here to murder a certain race of people, and that kind of thing needs to be super stopped. All right, here's something fun. Um, I guess there's this guy called Dan Blitzarian, Dan Bilzerian. I've never heard of. Well, I've heard the name before on like podcasts or on like video references. Just like, oh, like Dan Bilzerian. Like, I have no idea who that is at all. Oh, that cool guy. He's like super cool. He's kind of like the king of Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. He's just got all the hottest ladies hanging around him all the time. Yachts. Oh man, you want to have a yacht party? You call that guy because he's got the yacht party like on lockdown, like fully locked down. And I think he's just like the greatest guy. He's just the greatest guy. They called him the Blitz, I think. And I mean, he's got like a company that's super cool. Yeah, that guy. So in my YouTube world of watching things, I keep ending up on these weird, just like, hey, let me explain this to you in the world. I'm a young person who knows what's going on, and you're old, I guess. I can't remember the name of the kid. I ended up watching like 2 or 3 of his videos that were just explaining stuff, and I'm like, all right, that was interesting. Tell me who this Dan Bilzerian is then. Because now that I've watched that, there's only about 1,000 um, videos that are called like Dan Bilzerian is a fraud. Or outed as a fraud. So this guy has been spending a while just being like making money on like ads, all the things like from being an internet celebrity of some kind. Lots of people following him, like a bunch of bros following him, as near as I can tell. Because it's like, yeah, cool guy. I want to be a bro like this bro. Because that's his thing. All of his pictures, he always has like half naked women hanging off him, just the fanciest things, like Lamborghinis, blah blah blah. He supposedly is like made all of his money in poker. So like his dad was like involved in something where his money was all illegal and bad, and it all had to be taken back, or he had to pay it all back in taxes, whatever it was. So something had happened where like $50 million. I can't remember what it was. It was something huge, a huge amount of money. Was like, oh, he went missing. Like it's gone. There's nothing we can do. And it's just like, yep, there's nothing, nothing anybody can do. I guess it's gone. Because of the offshore accounts and all this stuff. We know it existed, and now it's gone. Anyway, right at about that same time, Dan Bilzerian won $50 million in like one weekend playing poker, as you do. He has no experience doing that before, but then he did. Cause he's the hero, and he always wins. And he's the winner, so he won. Why can't you just be down with this guy? Like, get a gold chain and buy some of his products and wear his shirt with his Dub Simple logo. It's a nice Dub Simple logo. You're just jealous of his logos. That's all it is. I'm jealous of everybody's logos. But yeah, so he has like clothing lines. I guess he sells like THC products. This is a jar because it kept showing jars. But for the most part, it's just about creating this persona. So like all of the women that he hangs out with are 100% paid to be there. None of them want to be there. So outed there, he's not cool. 2, the boat, the yacht, not his boat or yacht. It's rented. His mansion, rented. Turns out he can't afford a lot of the stuff because his businesses are going down. Excuse me. And all of the stuff. So it's like there's a few of these characters that exist in the internet, like uh, mm, the Paul brothers. They're still doing fine as near as I can tell, but they're just weird maniacs. But they're doing it. and every once in a while they get outed. I did watch a few videos at one point of video game speed run fakes, and how people are telling, "Hey, this is how we nailed you." So there's a whole bunch of those ending up going down that rabbit hole every once in a while, and just weird stuff like that. But I don't know, this Dan Bilzerian thing. There was something about it where normally I would be like, "All right, I grow weary of this," but this time, just like, what, like, it sounds like it's just showing news things. He's being interviewed everywhere. He was on Joe Rogan. I was like, this guy is gigantic. I have no idea other than I've heard this name before. I must have assumed it was some big fancy businessman. Um, all right, what am I doing? Up here, copy. Flash shortcut keys are not the same as Photoshop shortcuts. Ah! That's fun. That's fun. I swear there was a time where I was like, oh, Photoshop, like, why can't I just select things like I do in Flash? I touch it and I can grab it because it's there. Whereas in Photoshop, it's like, no, you gotta find that layer, you gotta select that layer, then you can start moving stuff around. But within the last few days, Photoshop has switched over, at least on my machine, to just being, hey, yeah, no. If you can touch it, then it's on that layer now, and it's just like, no, stop it! Don't make me have to start locking layers. Make me do that. This. Ah! Shortcut key. There we go. And this one. Let's see. Now. Merge these. Oops. Ow, close enough. So, so, but in, I don't know, more funner news. Ninja Turtles kind of seems to be everywhere. Like I said, first, all these figures were showing up, and I'm like, what? Why? How? These are old figures. What's going on? And then the other day, I was like, oh yeah, I have this Turtles game. I'll stream it later on, but maybe I'll just throw it on first and make sure it loads up and works, and I know what I'm doing. So ended up like throwing it on. It's like I'll just do the tutorial, and then maybe I'll stream it after that. And I can't remember. I think it's like Turtles Take Manhattan or something like that. But oh man, just so surprised by it. Yeah, let's mark. Oh, let's mark these. Oops, no. Um, it it's kind of fun. It's one of those weird games. It's fully just basically a beat 'em up, but not in the standard beat 'em up style. But at first, it was like, oh, this really feels like a Spider-Man or Batman, like Arkham City type of game. Um, but it's the turtles, and like I don't know, it's definitely not gonna feel like that. But then you start jumping, you do stuff. You can climb up walls and jump across the city, rail slide along things. You can kind of glide with your shell like Batman can. So it definitely has a little bit of the aspects of those. The fighting is kind of crazy. I'm like, I honestly don't know. I was like, do you die in this game? Because I keep dying, and then it's like you just kind of go down to the sewer, you eat pizzas, and then you go back up and fight some more. And the only real issue with it is, I'm like, kind of want to stream it, but I mean, I'll definitely will, because again, it's like I don't really play games, uh, outside of streaming them. PS3 is the one that I have, but they all four turtles play like at the same time, so you have some controls to be like, hey, follow me. Hey, just go full on out and kill everything. So no matter what you want to do, there's times where I can is like, I think I can kind of hang back, and they will take care of everything for a lot of it. Or slash, I want to just fight the foot soldiers. Go away, everybody else. Like one of the things is wait, so I'm just like, hey, wait here. I want to go do some stuff without you guys. So streaming wise, it's just kind of cluttered because at certain points I'm just pressing buttons and I can't actually see anything that's happening. It's just nothing but action explosion lines. You see guys flying around, but there's like four turtles fighting anywhere from 3 to 6 to 12 foot soldiers. So it's kind of hectic. But also design wise, like ooh, like I think it looks really cool. It's kind of cell shader ish. It's like 3D, but it has lines on it, and it looks way better than I thought it was going to. So that was a delightful plus. You're not doing it right. Just there, good enough. What is this? There. All right. We've made a bill on a desk, and a lot of this stuff will be covered by the screen overlay anyway. That's fine. But so anyway, there was that turtle thing, and I'm just like, oh, it's like a turtle weekend over here. And then I throw on Comedy Bang Bang and the podcast, and Sean Diston is on as Sprig the Whisperer once again. And Sprig the Whisperer, the character that he's created, makes like ninja movies, and he keeps talking about Ninja Turtles. And so this kind of weird thing has happened where they keep mentioning Ninja Turtles on Comedy Bang Bang. Scott Ackerman, the host, knows 0% about Ninja Turtles, just nothing at all. And this guy's saying a lot about it, so he was like, all right, I'm going to start a new podcast where we just go through all the Ninja Turtles with great guests like Jason Mantzoukas and Lauren Lapkus and whatever. So it's a lot like Are You Talking You Two to Me, except with Sean Diston and Scott Ackerman instead of Adam Scott. So so the first episode is up. Oh, get out of here. iTunes barely touched my headphone. So I just listened to it today, and oh man, it was like all the episodes are behind a paywall. They're all on the Sean Distance like Patreon or something like that. So I'm just like, is this gonna be the thing that breaks me? that I'm like, I'm gonna finally just be like, yep, here's my money, internet. The only way I can listen to a podcast. Eventually, it'll probably come through for free. Like a year from now or 8 months from now, and I'm like, you're. I can't miss the Jason Mantzoukas episode talking about Ninja. Are you kidding me? And a bunch of other people. Um, so, uh, so anyway, the first episode talking a lot of, or quite a bit about the first movie, and it just explaining Ninja Turtles to Scott, which makes that movie seem even crazier. But anyway, there are a lot of things they're just going over, like the jokes, or why was this movie a thing? Like the way you went on about it, the way people go on about this movie. Like I really expect it to be so much better than it was, and even Sean Diston is like, yeah, I mean, it's still great. He's like, this is like the greatest thing in my life, so it's hard for me to do this. But actually, watching you watch it, I started to feel those things of like, oh yeah, I can see how this is very problematic. Definitely some weird little racist jokes snuck in there. Um, but mostly, my favorite part of the podcast when he's just like, I mean, it's pretty crappy, right? And he's like, oh yeah, they got this guy. I don't know, I've never heard of him anyway. This idiot, this no talent idiot to make the costumes and all the animatronics. This guy, this Jim Henson jerk, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, there's no quality that goes into it. And that's I was kind of waiting for that to happen because it's like he's got to bring up the Jim Henson thing. Um, so, but I mean, the movie was a low budget indie movie when it started, and then a bigger studio bought it and then just had it finished. Like, it was barely getting done as it was. There wasn't second takes, I'm sure. They just did it. And I mean, those suits were too heavy to even do anything, but there they go. Elmo was Master Splinter, which I did not realize until today. And the craziest interesting fact that I learned today was cut a hole in this cat's face now. Um, sure it is, but Judith Hogue, who played April, was like, I don't know, like I'm not going to be in this, I don't think. But at the time, she was in a movie with Robin Williams. So Robin Williams took the time to give her all of his Ninja Turtle comic books that he had and tell her everything he knew about April and the Turtles to prepare her for her role in Ninja Turtles. No idea Robin Williams had anything at all. So it was like that's amazing. Like that's amazing. There's a bunch of other things that I'm just like, yeah, I knew those things, but that was amazing. I didn't know that Sam Rockwell, who I never really recognized anyway, like he's the thug, the foot soldier who has lines every once in a while and says things. All right, so I'm gonna copy that, paste. All right, I'm gonna mouth. Whoa, that is not a correct brush. Normal brush. Normal brush shape. Normal brush size. Normal. There we go. Stretch this mouth up a little bit. Little smudge tool. Weird here. Everything's fine. This. And some of the smoothness. All right. Just for fun, let's try. Ooh. Smudge the eyes closed. Hey kids, don't do this at home. This isn't the right way to make a Photoshop link. Not even in the slightest. What I'm doing right now should be and is graphically illegal. It's just, I mean, it's a mess. Look at it. But just for fun and around. This isn't, this isn't a job. I'm not getting paid for this. Guys, seriously, okay? I'll go to the serious camera. Seriously, everybody, don't smudge tool. It's fun. It's great. We all go crazy for the smudge tool in graphic design school, in high school if they give you Photoshop, then in art school, in any place where it's just like when you first find that smudge tool, everybody, look, I can do everything with the smudge tool. Everything. Don't. All right? It really shows. It really shows how you don't know what you're doing and you're just a crazy person who loves the smudge tool. It's just a fact. It's just a fact, all right? I know that I'm doing it. Don't do what I say, not what I do, right? That old saying. Oh, Patrick, you and your stamp tools. But realistically, if you watch any Photoshop like tutorials and stuff, every single one of them basically says like whatever you are doing, don't ever do that. That's a real amateur thing, no matter how advanced it is. Just like See, it does, and it is. Doesn't give you that texture. Moves everything out. And kind of little heel brushing in here, so that kind of fakes. As if I had used the other one. Blink, 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 blink. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. What if it's not good enough? What if somebody has something to say about it? What if it gets judged? What if the New Yorker looks at this stream and then they're like, yeah, we were going to talk about this guy in the New Yorker magazine, if that's still a thing, but he was all like, oh, I'm just going to smudge this, and this is good enough. What? Oh, so he's one of these good enough guys. You know what? Maybe he's not good enough for the New Yorker. So, good day, sir. New Yorker sucks. New Yorker sucks. The other thing, though, the other thing, real quick, before I jump back, actually, while I export these pieces so I can bring them in for animation, make this visible. Boop. Eh. Okay, screen just went crazy for a second and forgot what I was going to say. But seeing myself in the screen reminded me exactly what I was going to say. The other thing where I'm just like, oh, I haven't been productive enough, even though I finished a book, edited another thing, made a commercial for the book, posted ads, and I made another thing. And then, oh yeah, where did all my time go last night? I did these other things, and that finished at like 10, 11 o'clock. But that other thing, what, I wasn't eating supper for all that time. Like, oh yeah, yeah. Yesterday, I was like, eyes open. There we go. I was like, I could really use a haircut, but really, I just kind of need to trim around my ears a little bit, and then I'll make an appointment for a haircut for like sometime next week, and that will be wildly convenient instead of just letting it grow over my ears, which is just the only real issue in the moment. Plus, I'll be doing a stream tomorrow, so I'd like that to be slightly more cleaner than it is. Exporting a PNG. So I take my razor that I've been, shaving my hair with all pandemic long, and the guard is like way out, way out. There's no chance of anything weird happening. So real quick, just actually this side, like cool. That blends fine, does exactly what I wanted, blends in with my beard, everything's A and or okay. But then, the other side. When you go to the other side, you hold it at a slightly different angle. And unto you I plead. And I just don't realize. So it's like, that's just like barely anything off of it. The guard is like way out. This side, same thing. Exact same action as far as I know. Oh, sorry, this side. Is that down to the skin? Is it just the light in here? Is it just the light in here? I can feel over here. Fuzzy hair over here. That's like my skin. That's like my skin. This is not even close to what I intended on doing tonight, and my clippers don't have a whole lot of charge in them. I was kind of just thinking, very little bit of 2 seconds of everything's fine. So with this one, it was, or this side went right down, and this side still had like a bunch of hair, So now I'm like, I gotta keep going then. I have to keep going. This is not what I planned on doing. I was gonna eat something. Now I have to wait because I'm gonna be covered in hair now. So I have to wait. So, but whatever, this won't take too long. So, oh good, the battery's dead. And I can't just plug it in the wall. You gotta plug it in and let it charge. It has to run up the battery and nothing else. So then it's just like looking in. There's still like crazy chunks everywhere, and I'm just like, great. Just standing around with half a haircut, covered in hair. Don't really want to move too far. Just waiting for the razor to charge. Wait like 10, 15 minutes. Like, all right, that's good. Do some more. Maybe that'll be enough. Like, nope. Definitely still have some areas where I want it, but dead again. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. This is going to be like a 3-hour hair trimming. I'm not even touching the top. It's just to go around here, which is just rare. Like, just rare. It's just rare. There's no real skill or timing other than trying to keep it from wrecking the top, which around the back it definitely still is, but I don't know. So in the end, yeah, I'm just like, yep, this is better than it before pandemic because the top is still significantly shorter and thinner because I've gotten a real haircut. But oh my god, half of my night is just like, what is going on? So again, at the end of the night, when I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I spent so much of the night just messing around with settings to try and get this book to go to the publishing place. Exhausted. Plus, it's just so insanely hot in this room compared to the other rooms in the apartment that, like, if I lean out of the wake of the fan, instantly, like, my eyes start sweating like I've been eating hot wings. And to a point where it's just like, oh my god, like, is my face bleeding? Is it really this hot? Like, my face must be just bleeding from the eyes right now, right? Because, like, I didn't even move. I'm just burst into soakedness. Is this COVID? Is this a COVID fever? The amount of times I've thought I've had, like, maybe this is a COVID fever. Like, nope, you just walked away from the fan. Oh yeah, or slash go into any other room. So that was that adventure. Oh yeah, I just needed to export the mouth. We're good to go. Where's the mouth? Hey, crop it. Crop it. Let's make this tight. By the numbers 5 by 5. Don't know the shortcut key for cropping. Image. Crop. There isn't a shortcut key. And save as. Save as. Save as, oh, snaps. Let's call it mouth. And closed. Ooh, already almost 10 o'clock. I was like, this will go by pretty quick because it's too hot. Meanwhile, oh yeah, that ice pack's getting real nice and wet back there. Um, whew, now it's against my skin. Burns with coldness. Is Jeremy spoken last today? Switch cameras? Uh-oh, nothing on the screen. Screen. That's my desktop. So if I go to this, yeah, and what I need to do that from here. All right. Simple, simple, simple. This. That work? Yeah, right? Bam, there we go. Everything's normal again. Huh? Back to the old days with the thing over here. Imagine if I could point in the right direction. Hey. So, delete. And I don't know where I put all of those. I think they're just on the desktop? No. They're in my streaming folder. I closed. I open a mouth. So, this. Guys. All right. Bing. There we go. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the cat. There's oh come on now. Okay, I also updates. I have no idea what this new feature is, but I used to be able to select and drag frames, but now it's like, oh, would you like to selecty drag the time and make it just shift time now? No, I don't. Why do you keep doing that? I'm just trying to copy and paste a frame. Yeah, well, now we're shifting time instead. We'll just blink, blink. All right, so there's a blink. And oh, mouth right there. We'll make a little mouth mask so we can slide that up in his jaw face. Maybe we'll check our notes to see what else we got going on in here. Okay, I read this today. I don't know where it was. Definitely somewhere in the States where they're still going to school, or they've started going to school in the summertime. I don't know, to make up for lost time, I guess. Oh, snaps. I've had juice over here the whole time. In this delightful container that CTK gave me for my birthday. So much better. Um. So, What? They start in August? Oh my god. That's insane. Alright, so that's my mask. Oh, there. After. My tablet screen is kind of getting too sweaty to draw on. Then we'll make this a symbol. Um, so anyway, this girl, they're going to school already, so she took a picture of the hallway that she's in, where it's just jam packed with students, jam packed, shoulder to shoulder. And from the picture I saw, it looked like I don't know, 4 people were wearing a mask. So she posted that, hey, this is what it's like inside my school. It's jam packed, and a lot of people aren't wearing masks. So the school jumped down on top of that, like, well, no, this isn't all the time. This is like one specific hallway that is a problem area that we're working on. We're gonna figure it out, and something this, and it's just like they just kept piling on top of it, where it's just like, if you have more than 3 excuses for the same thing, guess what? They're all lies, or they're all a waste of time. But the fact is, just like, yeah, this is the issue. Is it's hard to figure out a way to do this because you have 7,000 students in a building designed for 300. So how are you going to keep everybody separated other than just going, yeah, we did our best. If 600 kids have to die this year, then that's just how it's going to be. Like, I remember going to high school and, 3 people dying in one year and it just being devastating to everybody for the entire year. And I can only imagine if it's just like, yeah, no, we're just preparing that. We're just going to kill off a bunch of people and we just don't care anymore. Yeah. Jared and Captain Orange Pants, they're actively trying to I don't know, make it worse in places so it makes the left look bad, and so many weird things. Um, yeah, just the fact is like you're gonna have it like in that situation. Like already here, there's just been like, oh, like one person went there, and there, interacted with 3 people, and because of that, now like four, however many it was, like people got infected wherever, and it's just like, yep, that's the way it is. I was at the grocery store and a lady had her mask like up to here, and I swear either it fell down while she coughed or she pulled it down, but as I turned it back, she was like pushing it back up to here, but it was like see her, like ugh, rolling my eyes, and it's just like, but it wasn't in my mouth or covering my mouth. It seemed to be a and mouth mask back up. Like, what was the point of that? What was the point of that? Uh, so yeah, it's a bizarre, terrifying time where it's like I feel like I don't know any answers. I don't know what's right, but I know that erring on the side of caution is kind of the best thing we've got. But whatever. Ah, copy and paste. Um, so anyway, she took a picture of that, posted it, it went like newsworthy, because it is. The school suspended her, because hey, how dare you? Obviously, excuse me. They gave once again three other reasons. Not like, oh no, it has nothing to do with her outing us as not being remotely prepared for this, because we're doing our best, we're trying, we'll get there, we'll get there. Like, no, you won't. You're hoping it's going to be over soon, or enough students will die that this won't be an issue. But she was suspended for like, oh, like you had your phone during school hours. You're not supposed to. You posted from school. That's against the rules, and some other thing. And I'm just like, oh my god. So she's talking to CNN. CNN talks to her dad as well, who's just like, I'm fully proud of her. Like that's what you should have done. See something, say something. That's literally the motto of America, except when you go on the education level or any of the places where you're supposed to learn about things. Like, yeah, everybody just shut up and try to get through this. You're not here to learn. You're here to fill some spaces. And sadly, that's what school is all about these days. I don't even understand why this isn't a thing. I'm pressing E. So they said those things in the interview. She was very adult about it, where she was just like, "Yep, I did break this rule. I broke this rule, and I broke that rule. But to me, this is breaking bigger rules than that should be, put out there. I saw somebody else posted things like that, so it's like it's the thing I should do." And it was just like, "Yeah, you should. That's amazing." The suspending, the jumping on top of a person like this, like that to me is exactly the same as like, I mean, oh my god, I just suddenly was just like realized what I was gonna say, and it's just like that's not something, but doesn't matter. That's the same as letting the world know, hey, by the way, guys, these concentration camps, they're actually fully deadly. They're not camps at all. They're just torture places that torture these people until murder. It's just purely based on racism and hate and eradicating an entire religion, race, just group, country of people. That's what they're just, and then they're taking that person and locking them up, which is that's exactly the kind of thing that would have happened. Slash, that's the world that we've created again. In that, hey, again, Billy Bush, why aren't you back? Why aren't you on the head of the media of the world right now to just be like, I will not be silenced. Like, I did nothing wrong. All I did was record this crazy man saying that he was basically a rapist, and he's cool with it, and he thinks it's super cool. And now I, as an entertainment reporter, am abolished from the world. That's what's going on. And again, we've seen the news constantly, like reporters, people with cameras. They're the ones being shot at, so you can't see what's going on. It's an atrocious time. To swear to God, I'm pressing the same key each time. Not that. Here we go. Crazy, I guess. Where so close, taking those posts that people keep posting that say, "Hey, are you tired of giving money to the big corporations every month like Adobe and whatnot? Well, here's all the free and or cheaper one-time purchase softwares that you can use. Why not give these a try? Because they're not updating you into obscurity, and they don't work all the time, and blah 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 blah." So close. I'm so close. Just being like, all right, time to spend a weekend learning a different program because Adobe keeps ruining everything. You had a great thing going. We loved you. Adobe? Oh, I can afford to have Adobe now? I'm gonna do that. Wow, I never thought I would see the day. So angry. So angry. Could I be filled with the darkness and anger? For an Adobe. For a Joker. For where is she? Stop. Just stop. You're never any help. Well, anyway, I'm gonna copy and paste a bunch of mouths here. I swear to fun. Don't know why. Don't know how to copy and paste anymore. That do mess around with some of the timing so it's not fully even all the time. Mm, mm. 4 seconds, that sounds about right. Hmm. Too fast. The last thing on my notes, not that I've looked at them, um, is Umbrella Academy. Watched the other half from last week. Oh man, oh man. Not going to spoil anything. Only wish to say it is just the greatest. Just the greatest. Like, number 5 in season 1 was absolutely one of my favorite characters. You're amazing. You're so interesting. Just such a vast history. And the kid that's doing it is pulling it off. I'm like totally believing this is an old man stuck in a child's body. And it's just like, you're amazing. Season 2, whole time paradox deal. So he's got a big part in that's not that they don't all have a big part in that story, but he's like the cog in all of it. So he does have to know other things and deal with other things. So by the end of it, dealing with the thing that he has to deal with, I won't spoil. Oh, so fun, so fun. And just again, it's dark, it's fun, it's crazy, it's really well put together, and just it just looks fantastic. Um, and Ellen Page, I don't know what her deal is. She is just 100% believable in everything. Like she can literally probably play just about everything and anything, and I just be like, yeah, I believe that's probably what you also do when you're not here. I don't know. You feels like you're just playing yourself, even though you're clearly not. Um, so again, like other than the added weight that is, they are spoiler alert. They start minute 1 in the 60s, and yeah, just dealing with the rights of people, and how just huge that is, and how it's so similar to what's happening right now. Like that part, very heavy, a lot to deal with. Like I was gonna just like, you know what, this is enough. I think I'm probably gonna stop, go work on something, and save some for later. But then I realized, oh, I'm on like the second last episode anyway. And the dad, I totally didn't realize this. I'm like, this guy is great. Like he's kind of like a discount. Oh, I used to know his name for sure all the time, and now I cannot think of it. Um, Charles Grodin is stuck in my head right now, which is not the name, but the dad from Family Ties and the crazy gun guy from Tremors. Um, Michael, Michael something? Michael Gross. There we go. Ha, didn't even have to look it up. He seems like a discount Michael Gross, and I'm like, but this guy's amazing. He's like a extra paid Michael Gross. Actually, this guy is so good, and again, still very believable in this role as an weird old man who buys a bunch of special children who turn out to have superpowers. So the guy it actually is the I can't remember if it was the French guy or the English guy from Bon Cop Bad Cop, who is just amazing. Like every time that guy pops up in something, we're like, oh, it's that guy. He's amazing. I never know his name. Excuse me. I never know his name and never realize it's him until like halfway through. Of just, oh yeah, it's that guy. So it was him. So he's got like different hair and facial hair and like a hat and stuff, carrying an umbrella. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, like maybe it's a different guy from the first season. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy, and yeah, he does a great job. Everybody does. Oh, and the lady, like the evil lady, she's in a lot of stuff. But the thing I thought she was the greatest in was this show called Bad Judge. When they were making like Bad Mom and Bad This and Bad That, they were kind of starting a whole bad at your job universe. And one of them was Bad Judge, and it was that lady. She's in a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. She always plays this overly, powerful, crazy, just almost like a Jedi. She kind of gets what she wants, and she knows everything, and she just nails it every time. And it was the same deal. I'm just like, who is this lady? Like, I know that I love her from something, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just like scrolling through. I'm like, again, yeah, she's in all this stuff, but I don't know. I don't really realize until I get to like, oh, this is Bad Judge. She's still doing stuff. She's the greatest. No idea what her name is. So, export movie. Export movie. Export video is what I actually meant. Yeah, save it to there. That's fine. That is fine. Export? All right. We go to Adobe Media Encoder to encode it with odor. Make it smell nice. Make it real clean. Get it ready to play on the stream. Then we'll have to do a surfer voice of Theodore. All I can think is Mosby. My name is Bill. Something Esquire. Ted. I know that Ted has like some sort of presidential name. I feel like his middle name. A match screen. Let's look quality a little bit. Just single pass. Hit OK. Play. Now that's converting. Converting it up. Do. Oh, just gonna switch through some screens. And go to talk. Yeah, quiet down for a second, Ripley. Let's go to Ripley Blink. And we're gonna copy, duplicate. We're gonna call this Ted. And we're gonna hit done. Meow. I'm on this camera for some reason. Oh, why did that happen? All right, let's go up. And to. Yep, keep looking, Ripley. You set this up for me. All right. Here. Then add media source. Add source. Add a new source. Give that source a name. Call it TED. Add source. Browse files. Files browsing. TED WebM. TED WebM loaded. TED WebM loop. Oh, that's why. Okay. I know why now, so then we'll drag him down there. Then jump over to Milo real quick. Hey, I'm just gonna keep talking, I guess. So as long as this screen is on me, I will not stop talking. So whatever you're doing, make sure that you do it quick, or else the baby babka will make you sick. Oh, actually, that setting is not on, so it should be fine. It should just loop fine no matter what. But whatever's going on, I don't even care anymore. But that jam is done. So back to me. Thanks for filling in, you weirdo. Theodore Logan and Bill S. Preston Esquire. There we go. I knew there was an Esquire. Ted Theodore Logan. That's the only thing is like I don't do one of those voices. Hey, Matrix. Oh, this was a terrible idea. What if we look at him? Maybe that'll help. Alright, so hey, there's my camera. Hello, it's me. And I'm on my camera. Hey Ripley, do you have a camera over there? Meow, 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 meow. And I have a camera from the darkness. And everything is cool. Alright, guys. I have a camera. Hi. And be right back. Oh, that's great. Everything's be right back. Ripley can blink. And I am here. What? This is not a good voice. Cut away and try a different one. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, this is the same voice. Meow, meow, meow. All right. Haven't been in the car lately, so I've not been practicing any voices, and I just thought of this earlier today, and I didn't, while I'm sitting doing my work, I'm not doing voices, even though that's probably the perfect time to do voices. But yeah, I guess I'd have to watch Bill and Ted, I guess. I'm gonna have to watch Bill and Ted. Or The Matrix. I'll just watch The Matrix. Whoa. Oh, Kung Fu. That's gonna be... but wait, which one is which? Yeah. Ted is not Keanu. Bill is Keanu. Let me see. Well, I don't know Kung Fu, but I'm here, and I'll tell you about the wild stallions. I think that's Wade's World. I think you're getting got mixed up with Wade's World. No way, guy. I'm totally a wild stallion. I've got a guitar, and I've got a jean jacket, man. Hey! You're just sounding like a stoner or something, not like a California surfer. I don't think you're nailing this. Maybe try and add a 50% more Joey Lawrence. Whoa! No, I think you're drifting in more to Joey Tribbiani. This is not working out. So I think we got to get rid of this guy. Yeah, we'll probably just have to get rid of this guy. No. Give him a chance. Just give him a chance. He'll get it. All right. Everybody, give him a chance. Okay. I'm giving him a chance. One chance to make it. Something else, Eminem. Don't break it. This is your 8 Mile. Hey. Can we not cut to him? Cause I don't want to be that guy, but his voice is so wildly different from everyone's. It's not great conduciveness. But anyway, seriously, we're gonna have 2 orange cats. We can't have 2 orange cats. I mean, is that legal? I don't think that's legal. I mean, it's bad enough that Ripley's over there wearing a shirt and being a purple cat, and I'm over here wearing a shirt being an orange cat. And I mean, there's a penguin around here somewhere. Yeah, let's just go back to the penguin. Everybody liked him, right? Whoa, penguins are like totally surftastic. What? Let's perform a heist from an airplane and sky surf. Guys, It's a good idea. That's not good. That is not a good idea or a good voice. Guys, everybody calm down. This has gotten out of control, and I gotta go to bed because I've got work in the morning, and it's 10 million degrees in this room. Like 10 million. I know that as soon as I step 1 foot outside that door, I'll be like, oh yeah, ah, I can show you the world. Not a sweat hut. You can open your eyes, 'cause they're not filled with heat rot. That is not a thing. Oh, anyway, go. That was fun. Now that that's there, if I don't forget about Ted, oh, he's over there. Completely. I mean, he's still down here in the file where we're working on him. I will try and come up with a better voice, possibly in the shower tomorrow. And oh my God, it's Tuesday. Tuesday. Ah, super serious, guys. Super serious, Cam. Monday, like I said, I did all that stuff. I cut my hair. I updated the website, so if you go to nocsuchthingasgrownups.com, there's links to the book there now, so you don't have to find the long link, especially if you go to the comic section where you can see pages from the comic. I've got them all laid out, at least a version of them, so there's at least 30, 40 pages from the 90 pages that you can see for free. Keeping in mind, they no longer look like that. Text has changed, layouts have changed, but that's there. So I did that, a bunch of things. But speaking of which, what was I just gonna do? You know what? It's too hot and crazy. Let's go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll figure this out after that, and we'll wrap things up. Good call, dog. Good call. We'll be back after these messages from me and this jerk over here. Oh, hey, Dubbeard Faith. What do you draw today? It doesn't. What? Oh, are you talking about the day I held aloft my fabulous new mask and revealed that it said, "Some of us are over here trying not to look like assholes." And I have this other option that says, "Some of us are trying not to look like assholes, Karen." Because, that whole thing, with the Karens. Yeah, that sounds wildly inappropriate. Where are you getting these masks? At society6.com/no such thing as grownups. I made them. You're selling them. In the what? When did you do that? Who helped you do that? Meow. Meow. Ripley. No. So this is a commercial? This is a commercial right now. We're in a commercial? Yes, sir, and/or ma'am. And if you're in the market for a shirt that tells people to be nice in the meanest way possible, that's what I have. What about you want it on a mug? I can put it on a mug. And that's not all. What do you mean that's not all? There's also that other stuff that you made with like dinosaurs or whatever. But I don't care about that. Society6.com/no such thing as grownups. It's a store. And we're back. Commercial breaks. I'm only gonna add more, and they're only gonna get more fun and or crazy. So that's another thing I did. Work ended. When the working day was through, girls just want to make commercials for you. Oh, just want to make commercials. That's all they really want, is some ads of all the books and shirts you could have. Girls just want to make ads. Oh, girls. They just want to make ads. So I made some mini pizzas. And while those were heating up, I started setting the files up for that. Forgot about the mini pizzas, got them just in time so they were nice and crispy just before they're burnt. And yeah, so I made that while I was eating, and then remembered, oh yeah, I made this new border and stuff. I should try that out and see how it fits. And get the camera to sync before it's done. So I should throw those in there. And of course, they're not going to go in quick and easy. That's going to be a weird nightmare because I didn't export any of this stuff yet. I didn't actually finish it. I was still in the middle of scheming the whole stream and decided to finish the book instead. So anyway, that stuff, this stuff, all the other stuff. As always, don't forget to go to the Instagram and subscribe there. That's how I count my popularity. And mostly, someday I would like to be able to have a swipe up and go directly to links to the things that I make in my Instagram stories. But you can't have that until you have 10,000 people looking at you. And like I said, every week we're here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live, all under No Such Thing as Grown-Ups. I kind of want to rebrand to a shorter name of something, but at the same time, I have so much No Such Thing as Grown-Up stuff connected that it's crazy. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I won't. And other than that, see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out, of course. Thanks to anybody who buys the book or convinces somebody else to buy some books. And I think that's it. I always forget something else. There's shirts. I made the commercial, so that covers that. Follow Pat, of course, on his stream, and learn something. And keep doing your things. Be creative. Don't give up. Don't give up. And be a grown-up. Save yourself from that place. Who's me? And yeah, I guess that's it. Good night, everybody. From me, this jerk over here. Goodbye, and let's all have a nice collective goodbye for Theodore, Logan, the cat, who will never, ever, ever show up here ever again. Amen. That's not true. That's not true at all. He'll probably be here all the time, because that's fun. And again, now that I have the Streamlabs remote control on my phone for the stream, I can have as many things as I want now. Before I was limited to the buttons that I have, and now it adds buttons. It just adds buttons as I add characters and things. Am I a shill for the company that I work for? At this moment, yes. But honestly, if they were garbage, I'd be in a lot of trouble because I'd probably be saying it all the time. But the things that they make are magical. They're magical. Hey, guys, let's go learn about some history with an old comedian at a telephone booth. Do you guys know what telephone booths are, dude? Did I say dude? Hey, brah, chaka brah. Anyway, that's that. I'll work on a different voice. Credits? Ripley? Hey, sweet angel, hit that sweet credits button. Oh yeah, we gotta make new credits. I didn't touch those at all. Anyway.